This is Charlie, the maker of Keyboard Cat, the meme. And speaking of which, do we have any viewers yet? So we're just going to put that off for a minute. Yes, the meme. I made the meme, and the meme made me. And before I made the meme, I was making anything I could because the idea is, and this is the theme for today, to remember these words of wisdom from a book by yours truly, Keyboard Cat, that you can get on Amazon. Just go to Amazon and search Keyboard Cat. And one thing Keyboard Cat says is make it as tough on yourself as you want. And, we're all running obstacle courses of our own design. So make it a fun obstacle course, whatever you do. And then here's what the weekend is all about. Make your own show. Dream big. Write things down. Buy a new website. It'll cost you $9. Figure out what you want your dream to be, and then put .com at the end of it and search it at GoDaddy and buy it for $10. And then you'll, have an official global presence. And remember also that anything is possible. You're talking to a guy who had a frozen toilet because I was so poor, and that day I was shooting my cat doing certain things that cats don't ordinarily do. Also, here's a little patriotic reminder that it is that season. Once again, remember to write in. That's an old sign, by the way, from 2020. He's been running every time. We're true blue and consistent. And remember to write in Keyboard Cat on your ballot. Write in Keyboard Cat and vote. Just do it. And there, by the way, is a crate of shipping tubes waiting to house the art that we make in these live feeds to send to you, that you can order at eBay. Just the link that's in the description of this thingamabobber to eBay. You can see the paintings from all the shows we've been doing, like almost 20 now, and you can buy them, and the prices are right. So I would go and at least have a look. Make us feel good and have a look. And don't forget to like us right here, right now, please. And remember to subscribe to us. And if you haven't already, and then, turn on your bell, your alert bell, and it will remind you when we're coming up with a broadcast. And there you go. So, looky. Hey, you big turkey. I set out some food by your practice place, and you think you would do anything about it? Afraid not. Can't you even say hi? What a mess. I want you to at least do your scales. Here. Do your scales now. Can you please do something? You're going to get a chance to audition this afternoon upstairs. Let's go up and take a look at what we have ready here's a little cat food. I might like that. Those kibbles look pretty good. They're still crunchy. Here we are heading up. And there are a lot of things up here that I want to talk about for a minute. And one of them is that we're going to be doing a drawing today, not a painting. So it's a drawing done with, like graphite or pencil. And here's one I've done not so recently. It's pretty old, in fact. But we'll be doing something like that today with graphite. Yeah. Saves money on paint. And there's where we're working on coming up with a new Keyboard Cat song, because we got to make a Keyboard Cat real music video that really kicks it. And There's what it's looking outside today. There's some tomatoes in front of my old airplane. I've never flown it. I've flown in an airplane before, but I've never flown in that one. Over here, we do have a little icon to remind me to turn on the flag. My friend Marcus Van Bavel gave me that flag blower, and we're having the flag refurbished, repaired. I don't know what, but it's got to fly. It's a fine thing. It's from many ages before us. You know, even before our children. There's the current sign, 2024, and a bumper sticker. And over here is a drawing, which is what we're going to do today, is a drawing. And that's a drawing I did a long time ago of my dad sitting on his Harley Davidson. And here are a couple of juxtaposed magazines, which I highly recommend. Robert Williams is the editor and is quite a guy. Hot rods and oil paint, you know, how you going to beat that? So, and here is evidence that we really are going to shoot a music video with the cat. There's the keyboard, and his shirt is ready, cleaned. Got a little food juice on it to lure him. There's the keyboard. Cat has a posse painting right next to it. And there's Mr. Camera. Yeah. And the rest of the place right now. So we're going to look at a quick video by Bento called Bento's Groove. And this was well after he was famous. There's a little toy I'm going to demo for you in a little while. There's that. And here is the iPad. And we want to here we go. Okay, so get ready for a little keyboard cat treat called Bento's Groove. And the iPad is being held up by some kibbles. So here we go. Are we rolling? Yep, rolling. So there you have it. Today's video offering, Bento in Bento's Groove. He did write that song himself. Not on this particular keyboard, but on another one that I had at the time. Okay, here we go. It's time to draw. Art is like anything else in life. Sooner or later, you have to draw a line. Okay, so there is, yeah, boy. Let's zoom in a little. It's going to be harder to see today. So here we go. Let's see. We're rolling. Yeah. And we miss him. The real Venom 36. The guy with uke. Rest in peace, keyboard cat. Not chicken says, wow. I'm into that. Let's see what people have been saying. I'm going back a little bit. I thought we were past this. YouTube crashed, and when I came back, an army arrived. Who said that? That was good. Mundo Morangita. The legendary keyboard cat from Lightest Blade. Mundo Morangita says hi. Hey, what's happening, bro? Mundo Morangita says get out of here. Somebody that I can't read that language says hi in the Kazakhstan. Hey, brother, take it. Cool. Thank you for joining us. It's morning here. I haven't had breakfast yet, though. Let's see. Okay. I like you and the cat. Well, I like that. Here we go. It's time to draw. I like to know we're really rolling when I decide to draw. So here is what we're doing. It is a picture of Bento, not from that video, but just a Bento hanging around the house, trying on his tux just for fun. So I'm gonna shade from this, and I think I'll go right in and do those darkest parts of the eyes. I want to give this thing some personality right from the get-go if I can. For my viewers, for me, for everyone. See, and I kind of scribble to shade in, and then you can rub it with your finger. Dig that. Dig some of that, some eye action, and a little shading action over here too, and like this. Right? And you can, for those in a hurry, such as myself, you can scribble like, is that showing? Sure. On the wall or on anything you got. I'm gonna have to clean that off with thinner. And then rub it with your finger and get you some. And then you can make some shading. So, in other words, we could do that then. See what I'm saying? And it's kind of cool because it's kind of smooth, kind of like airbrush, kind of. Check all that out for dearly dang sure. Well, this isn't going to be so hard. I thought this might be a really hard project. That I'd make an idiot of myself on the YouTubes. See, I'm just sort of cross-hatching and making an interesting little area that is not only interesting in and of itself, but contributes some to this picture that we're trying to do. Meow, meow. I hear somebody down there scrambling, trying to get at the food bin again after 2 feedings. Jeez, God. Okay, there we go. A little there, a little more. A little up here, and a little in here. Something's starting to happen in the room. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Well, heck yes. Mr. Godzilla says he will never die. And Knight Shackles says, How you can argue with a statement such as that? So let's put in some more of this. These kind of details up here. I did do a light sketch of the cat on here in this pose before we got started. There we go. See a little of that smooth stuff like spread with your finger next to some of this harder edge but still sort of small and detail-y stuff. It's fun. It's fun to look at. Look at that. Huh? Huh? It's not only starting to look like a cat, it's starting to look like my cat. Old Bento. What a sincere friend. Hey, remember, you can get a hold of these paintings and drawings that are happening on this live feed most weekdays. You can get them by clicking on the eBay link in the description with this video, and it will take you right to where a lot of these paintings and drawings are from this broadcast. Martha Poston, it's already looking great. What are you drawing? I'm drawing this. What are you drawing was from Mr. Godzilla. Martha Poston, happy cat. She's got a happy cat. And we're digging that. So, what about in this face here? A little bit here. Really a little bit all over there, such as such as. That was that one meeting that girl did. The keyboard cat nailed her on. She said something about the map or something. And she said, such as. My friend once took me to a place, I think it was in Portland, and we ate, and it was called Waffles and Such. I wonder how long they had to meet to come up with that agreement on that name. He's not looking bad this here, cat. Not bad at all. Bento sometimes had a little boogery nose. And sometimes I worried about it and tried to help take it off, and sometimes I didn't. I figured, you want Benny, you're also gonna just have to get his boogers too. Now this is fun, shading in the whites of somebody's eyes. That changes the world. Look at that. So then we're going to get a bigger, chunkier piece of graphite. That's not it, but this is graphite to do some of this big stuff around here. I'm kind of liking it. Hey, I have a question. David. What is it, David? I know you're in there. Oh, David, I don't still have my Sonic Mirage. I wish I did. That thing was cool. It did some cool stuff that doesn't happen on other stuff. Those little floppy disks that went in there with mood kind of thematic. Now here's a piece of just rolled up paper or some damn thing. And I'm gonna use it to smear out these blacks I'm trying to achieve in here, so that they're not so blotchy, because they've kind of taken on the texture of the wall, which is not a bad thing. It's like narrative architecture. See? And then this goes here. There. A little of this, a little of that. Some of this. Well, it is Friday, so do some things this weekend that you've been putting off. Not clean the toilet either. Although if it makes you feel good, do it. I clean sometimes for therapy. OCD, you know. So commit to doing something. No, don't commit to doing something this weekend. Do something this weekend. A project. You might have to buy some materials for it. You might not. Now see, I'm smearing this. And then from one side of it, I'm going to erase. From the arm side of it. And let the arm really stand out from the vest. Same thing right down here. See? And white in that there, I'd say white here. See? I think we're going to do more drawings. Legendary Keyboard Cat by Legendary. Legendary says, I love your content. Well, that's good to hear, because my content is not normal. I never. Do I have any other unleashed relics with Fatso? She couldn't have been a one-hit wonder. Not really, just that outtake, the second take of the famous video. And I do have one other little clip of her just running across a set where we were doing a food video. But you can tell it's her, and it is cool. When I find that, I will put it up. Qatar says, hi, hello. And Martha Poston says, when did you own Keyboard Cat? Well, in 1984, somebody gave me and my wife Keyboard Cat, either 83 or 84, and that's when we shot the first video. And we've had a Keyboard Cat of one incarnation of another ever since. There's one on the premises here. He might do a little thing. Somebody says I'm wonderful. I like that. See? It's kind of coming out. It's kind of starting to happen. We got to do something with this bow or this necktie, because it's a beautiful little gem. It took me a while to put on him that day, I recall. He was not nuts about neckties. He didn't mind the look of them, he just didn't want to have to wear one. I can't say I blame him. I own a bunch of them, but I only wear them in jest. Just think about it. See, all this going in here really adds some interesting vibe to this. This piece. And let that stuff just kind of go the direction of the hair. You can make your strokes go in the direction of the hair if it's a hairy thing that you're drawing. So you can get that going for you. Little detail that just makes whoever or whatever it is just be them. See? See there? I want those eye retinas to be dark, 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 dark. Yeah. Memer Melvin. May Mr. Schmidt. Man, you made my childhood. God bless you. Bye. And may your dear cat be doing great in heaven. Thank you, by Kirby. Hello again, Merther Melvin. Cool. Well, I got a cup of coffee. I'm gonna enjoy the show for a while. That's the way to go. If you got slippers, put them on. Okay, so here we go. And whatever it is you decide to do this weekend, this thing you've been putting off, you could record it, either the audio on your phone or the video, or at least shoot some still photographs of the darn thing. See that shirt? That's the white of the shirt, but it's dark. It's darker than that tie. That tie in reality being just a really weird ass pink. And it's got polka dots on it. Which I think we're gonna do. Just because who could forget those dots? When I bought that tie, I was definitely thinking about those dots. How could you not? They're kind of like the dots on a cat's snout, where the whiskers base out. And then this is a little hanky that also has got bento dots, not bende dots, bento dots. Sure. Looking good on camera? Sure. Somebody likes my content. You're very talented, just like your cat. May your cat rest in peace. Mateo, thank you. David says, you think Fatso and Bento are both doing duets in heaven? Yeah. Heck yes. Excuse me. I'm just going in and doing a little detail to just add some cred, I guess. And now I'm just shading in this vest a little bit with these big areas of white shirt and vest and cat flesh. It's hard to, you want to sort of be able to tell the difference between some of them. See? That helps like heck. You got to put some darks in, I think. Am I being a little more academic with pencil than I am with brush and paint? I think so. It's more exacting because the point of the pencil is so darn small. A brush you can get, they got them like this. What are you gonna do? Look at. Can you see the difference? The tip of this and the tip of this? Better believe it. Yeah, there we go. We're still going. So I would say I could stand to put in some darker edges. Just here and there. See, it's just helping define it a little bit. I'm not even thinking about that this is a cat. I'm just thinking about that this is a pencil. You see? Right? It's starting to feel like a piece of art. I don't know how to define when that happens, but I do know it, or I think I know it, in my own little world. Well, I am the ruler. Are you threatening me? Hey, looky here, I even have a desk brush from college, 60s, 70s, 60s, 70s. Look what I done. Look it. How's it? I'm liking it. I'm gonna do something I don't do a lot of in my life. Erasing. chin's a little shy. So we'll make it more like this. Right? Hey, Mr. Schmidt, move your camera. Really? Well, let's look at it close up. That could be good advice. David says, "Did you compose the keyboard set cat songs?" I kind of created them myself with the help of, chintzy software and junk. But they're mine. I couldn't put them on YouTube if they weren't these days. Let's look at this little pencil bit. To the left. So you just make it like interesting. Each little area wants to be an interesting drawing that could exist by itself. Maybe it would be better by itself than the whole thing. There's his other paw. I'm thinking those paws are money. That's pathetically good. So there's what a little can of graphite and erasers and smear babies. See, these are big chunks of graphite. And boy, are they, it's like solid the lead in your pencil. It's really soft and can be very helpful. Look at all the likes we're getting. Do I appreciate that? Yeah. Thanks a lot, folks. So, let's see. Well, thank you, Martha says, Martha Poston. Your skills are immaculate. K9 Versace. You should put these in a museum. I'm trying. Visit. One of the steps to making that happen is by getting you sacred viewers to click on that eBay link below and at least look at my paintings. Maybe bid on one. That's the way to go. Max Gameplay 17. Legend cat for everyone. Murmur Melvin, you're so cool. Oh, Murmur. Andre Tube 2314. Oi! I love your content. Martha Poston, your skills are describable as Bob Ross if he painted cats. Thank you, David. I like the Bob Ross thing. It might not be my style, but it's my spirit. Like it makes me feel good when I just chill and watch him. Painting or anything creative should be like, or just sitting in your yard and not using your phone, just listening to whatever nature is putting out there, even if it's a truck or a bird or whatever, but just focusing on that for a while. And giving your heart and how you feel a chance to get a little exercise instead of just your stupid head all the time. My head it thinks it knows stuff. And that's the problem. So anyway, have yourself a good weekend. And yes, I remember I called you a mentor, mentor Melvin. How old are you when you take Keyboard Cat? Way back then, probably in my 30s, I think. Let's see, that would be in my 30s, yeah. What's your favorite color? Blue. I like, in artist colors, I like cyanide blue a lot. Los tres principes. Hola. Let we see your cat. Oh, you will be seeing him and them more in the future. Bleu. Okay. Cynthia Hendricks. Keyboard cat, like the old meme. Yep, that's my cat. You must be handsomer in your younger ages too. That's from Nanak. What date precisely in 84 did you record Keyboard Cat? I don't think I could ever figure that out. I might be able to look at old calendars, which I save. Blast Radius, that's a good name. That was you? Cool. It's fun to sit home. You're really good at home, says Martha Poston. Shadow says, do you love your old Keyboard Cat more or your new cat? I love all cats. For sure. The video is that old? Very interesting. Yes. In 84, there wasn't an internet or a YouTube or even the thought of it. People didn't have iPhones, so no one had a video camera. I had a video camera because I had screwed up in becoming partners in a business with people who weren't going to stay in business probably because of my hairdo or my vocabulary. But anyway, they took off and I had to pay them their share of the ownership in the camera, which was a giant expensive piece of junk. Martha Poston has 6 cats. So anyway, I had a lot of imagination and a camera. And my business had just sort of dissolved except for my part of it, which I have anyway. What would I do if Keyboard Cat is still alive? Just the same thing I'm doing now, which is make the best of every day and every moment and do what I can with what I've got. And if I don't have that Keyboard Cat, I've got other cats, and some of them are just begging and chomping at the bit for an audition, which we'll be doing some open auditions pretty soon. And so we'll have some more Keyboard Cat videos where he's actually playing the piano, and he has proven to me with DNA or I don't know what, the spirit, that he is Keyboard Cat. Hello, Rusa. Lenin says. Hello. Well, okay, it's been 45 minutes. I probably better shut her down and get a cup of coffee and a couple of eggs in me. Which video that you made did you expect to go big if it wasn't Keyboard Cat? Oh, if you search just Charlie Schmidt channel on YouTube, you might be able to see some of those, and you tell me what you think. There's a bunch of them. I have a lot of videos. Oh, I've been making a lot of videos and nobody to make them for. No, that's not true. I've always had someone to make them for. It was just in the future. I was planting a garden that needed 25 years to grow. And that's just the way it is. In the Philippines, Rainier says, what time is it right now in your place? It is 10:43 a.m. because right now in the Philippines, it's 1:43 a.m. Woo! Maybe you should stop making a bit more short. Maybe they think mean start. Well, anyway, have a great weekend and do something that you wouldn't normally do that's creative and helpful. And then tell us about it in your comments next week, because we'll be doing this again. Can't stop now. Take care. Ciao.